Okay. Okay, so I think I'm live now. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Happy weekend. How has it been? Okay, so welcome to live chat with Lawyer Precious. We have resumed this 2026. Hooray! Last year was kind of very clumsy to hold live sections like this. I did some. I didn't do judiciously. And so I've decided that this 2026 is different because this live section is where you get to ask questions and we get to talk and you get response to whatever it is that we are talking about for that particular live section. So I want to welcome you all to the very first Ask Your Precious Friday for the year 2026. Right. And today we have a very, very interesting topic before us. And don't worry, we're going to be as fast as possible. Today's topic is really, really good. So if you have questions while I'm live, you can in the comment section and I'll take it up from there. Right? Okay. So let's get right at it. So first and foremost, who am I? Who am I? You don't know me, no problem. You've known me, I will reintroduce myself. So my name is Precious Toju, aka the Structure Lady and Queen of Debt Recovery. I'm a debt recovery lawyer and credit risk coach. I help money lenders, finance providers, and credit professionals reduce the risk of bad debts, right? Get paid faster and build legally and profitably. Our watchword for this community, our watchword is simple: proactiveness, productiveness, and profitability. Proactiveness, productiveness, and profitability. So I'm not just teaching you to be profitable or productive, I'm teaching you to be proactive. And proactiveness, you can only get it through legal structure, right? Productiveness is the systems you put in place that will yield to profitability. So I hope we can all write something in the comment section, right? We can all put something down in the comment section. So let me know in the comments, what is our watchword? Proactive, productive, profitable. Proactiveness, productive. Something that if you pay close attention, you will gain a thing or two. So we're looking at top 5 costly legal mistakes money lenders make before they even start the money lending business or even scale if you are the one that wants to scale. And the first one is skipping legal clarity on compliance. Skipping legal clarity on compliance. Remember that I am not saying skipping legal compliance. I am saying skipping legal clarity on compliance. So what exactly do I mean by that? There's a difference between legal compliance and having clarity on your legal compliance. Let me give an illustration. So there is a client of ours that came to us to help him put his money lending business together. What happened was that he registered his business, and instead of the regular 20 million share capital for a private money lender, he had share capital in hundreds of millions. Why? Because the person that is not only him, I've like 5 people like that on my list that we are trying to help restructure. Now, why did that happen? Because he did not have legal clarity on what the law requires of him concerning his money lending business. He did not understand the legal aspects of his business, what is expected to do and what is not expected to do. For example, how much share capital should he have and how much share capital does he not need? Now, has he complied by registering his business? Yes, that is step one of legal compliance. But he has complied to his detriment because he ended up paying tens of millions for registration, which he did not need. So it's not just, this is so important because some people will just say, is it not to register with CAC? It's not just to register with CAC. You can register, you can be doing registration with CAC, and your CAC registration is going to be queried for months to months and sometimes years. You could be processing your money lending license for over a year, because I currently have somebody on my table that he has been processing his money lending licenses last year. And I told him, since you have paid these people, let them finish the work. Because if you bring it to us, we're going to start from the beginning. It was like maybe he will just start from the beginning. So imagine the time, the resources that has been spent. Because if you're registering your money lending, if you're trying to get your money lending license, I always advise, get your money lending license before the second quarter of the year is over. Especially if you're a money lender, and if you're a money lender in Lagos State, get your money lending license before the first quarter or the second quarter of that year is over, so that you will have enough time to enjoy your lending license. Because on the 31st of December of that same year, your money lending license would have expired. So it's not just about I've registered. How well have you registered? Or I gave somebody to register. So that is the first thing. The first mistake that a lot of money lenders make when they want to start a money lending business is that they don't have legal clarity on what the law requires of them for what they want to do. If you want to be a state money lender, what the law requires of you is not the same with somebody that wants to be a CBN money lender. Because a private money lending business or a state money lending business is different from a full-fledged finance company. The same thing with cooperative. What the law requires from you to run a cooperative, even though it's money lending cooperative, is not the same as a state money lender. And this is one of the reasons I always emphasize that clients should do what we call the money lending eligibility assessment. It's one of the assessments we do, one of the things we do at our law firm, Living Spring Solicitors. So even when you have paid us, or before you even pay us, we'll tell you, come and do money lending, we call it MLEA. Come and do MLEA. So let's take you through. It is while we are doing the assessment, you yourself, by doing that, you have saved time, you have saved resources. It's one of the things that we do at Living Spring Solicitors. We make you go through our MLEA. MLEA is Money Lending Eligibility Assessment. So before you even pay us for registration, before you even pay us for money lending license, we ask you to come and do MLEA. Come and do Money Lending Eligibility Assessments. You fill the form. We will now know what you want to do. We will now show you what the law requires of you, step 1, step 2, step 3. Please tell me, is that not better than paying an agent or paying somebody? You can't hear me? Oh my God. Can you hear me now? Please, if you can't hear me, confirm in the comment section that you cannot hear me. Because somebody is dropping emoji 100% fire. So that means that the person is hearing me. If you can hear me, please let me know. Right? So, is that not better for you to run money lending eligibility assessment first to know whether you have everything it takes before we proceed to process, before you even pay for money lending license. Is it not better? That is what. Okay, you say you can hear me now. Thank you. That is what I mean by getting legal clarity. So it does not matter whether you are just registering your money lending business for a start, or you want to get your money lending license, or you want to scale. You are doing money lending. You want to add additional financial services to your company that needs extra permit or license. We will tell you, Oga, before you pay us for money lending license or anything, come and take our eligibility, money lending eligibility, eligibility assessment. Because the truth is, as long as it is money lending, as long as it is the finance company, you will surely need one license or the other. And there are things that you need before you can get that license. Share capital, the structure of your business, the kind of people that you have. Somebody came to me and registered a money lending license with one director. And I said, you can't get a license with one director. Yes, CAC permits you to register with one director, but CAC is not the one to issue you a lending license. So the first thing that you need is legal clarity. I mean, the first mistake that a lot of money lenders make before they start or scale is not having legal clarity on what they should do and what they should not do, what the law requires of them. The second one is ignoring share capital and company requirements. If you go to CAC, if you may not know because you're not a registered agent, right? But as I speak, there are some finance business you want to do that you need up to 2 billion naira share capital. There are some that you need 500 million naira share capital. There are some that you need 250. There are some that you need just 20 million. The legal minimum is 20 million. And I've had over time, I've had different people come to say, lawyer, I want to do like money points. I want to receive money. I want people to be able to pay. I want people to be able to recharge the do data. You know, those are finance services. I want people to be able to charge their GoTV. That one is not money lending. No. That is money lending plus additional finance services, which money lending has its own license. Finance services has its own. Those finance services have their own license. And since you're adding other finance services that is a little bit higher than just being a state money lender, your share capital will increase depending on what you want to do. So one of the mistakes a lot of money lenders make, the second one is ignoring share capital and company requirements. There are some that you will need to have a business plan. They need to see your corporate structure. But you will not know. You will just pay agent money. They will now go to process license for you. And they will keep telling them, no, you have to go and get this, you have to go and get that, you have to do this one, you have to do this one. And that agent will not tell you. Because they will feel, if they come and tell you, you will feel that they don't know what they are doing. And that's the truth. That's how you feel. So they'll keep saying, they say we should come back next week. It's a lie. They're looking for how to rectify it. And there is no way to rectify it without you knowing. Because there are some that you have to go back to CAC and increase your share capital. Is it not better you get the legal clarity first? The third costly mistake that a lot of money lenders make is ignoring feasibility study and market survey. Somebody told you that market women, if you give them money, you make money. Just run. Say you want to start giving market women money because somebody has told you that there is money. This petty loan, there is money in it. Have you done visibility? It is your business. You have to do it. You are the CEO, you are the founder, or you are the partner, or you are the investor. You have to do these things. Even when you outsource to experts to do search, you yourself, where you want to put your money, are you not supposed to know how far? Because the market women in Lagos, They are different from the market women in Abuja or Delta State. They are still market women. In fact, the market women mentality in Ikoyi is different from the one in Ajegunle. Have you made research? Have you gone around to ask questions? Have you asked people, study people that are also giving market way? What are their challenges? So that you already know the challenge in that industry or in that your target market. And you will now sit down with your expert, your lawyer, and now know how to navigate through. There's a difference between you that just start a learning business and somebody that has legal clarity and put systems and structures. The difference is that the default rates will not be as high as your own. Now, you need to research on your target audience. What is their borrowing habit and risk profile? How do you want to profile a market woman? You know that profiling a market woman is not the same way you profile an employee who you want to give a payday loan to. But if you don't carry out research, you will not know. You are going into a particular market, right? You are going into a particular market. You are going into a particular, please. You are going into a particular market and you have not studied your competitor to know what is the challenge in that market. Don't make that mistake. Another mistake that a lot of money lenders make is overlooking industry knowledge. I used to work in a bank. I am a chartered accountant. I am a chartered tax consultant. I am a chartered banker. So, what is it that I don't know? Is it not money lending? You are forgetting that a bank has different departments, different specialists, and you are already working on an established and developed system and structure. You are just leveraging. You see, when you work in a multinational, for example, and you now want to go and start your own company, you know they are two different things. A multinational company has connections, has network, has net worth, has systems, has structures, has different experts, which you cannot readily afford because you are just starting. So if you carry the same mentality of working with a multinational to start your own small business, you are going to flop. There was a time years back, I used to teach SMEs. I used to tell them that when you are creating your company's policy, your company policy should be subjective, not objective. What do I mean by that? Objective is what is generally acceptable. Subjective is what is acceptable to your person. For example, I don't want to use local food. Let me use rice. Rice is a common meal that everybody likes. You rarely see people that will not eat rice. That is objective. That is general. But do you know that there are some people that does not eat fried rice? For example, my son does not eat fried rice. There are some people that does not eat palm oil rice. There are some people that just prefer jollof. There are some people that like white rice. Rice is objective, is an objective meal, is a general meal. But subjectively to some people, there are some type of rice mixture that they do not eat. So when you are creating your company's policy, you have to create your company policy based on where you are and what you are doing, not on what you are looking at. What you are looking at will become your company's projects, future ambition. But your target or what you are implementing now should be based on where you are. So you have been a banker or you are an investor, you are a partner, you see that money lending is good, you want to run a money lending business, and you feel I have worked in a bank, I have worked in a finance company, or I am currently working in a finance company, I have an idea. No, you don't. Because if you are in the recovery department, what you are doing is recovery. You don't know how they were structuring the loan. You don't know how, you don't know the brain that went behind creating a loan product, the experts that we are there. Because in a well-established finance company, after they have created, the experts will come and train you on it. But you were not on the table. You will now have to learn how to create your own loan product that is subjective to where you are, how you are starting. So another mistake, the fourth top mistake that a lot of money lenders make when they want to start or scale is lack of industry knowledge. You must look for somebody that understands the industry and that can train you on the industry or about the industry. This is one of the reasons we set up Mastering the Business of Money Lending Bootcamp. Now, this is 2026. I'm intentionally calling this year in this live chat. If you don't take advantage of Money Lending Bootcamp in this 2026, we have two batch. First batch that will start 1st April. The second batch registration will start 1st October. We only have two batch in a year. I can guarantee you that this bootcamp, even if you've done the 3 days, it's not as same as 6 weeks. And with the way the growth is going, we are restructuring the program come 2027. We are moving it to another level. And that means the fee will be like 10 times. It's not bluff. But that is on the roadside. What I'm just trying to let you know is learn about your industry. A lot of you would have heard me say this story. When I wanted to start coaching as a lawyer, I have the legal knowledge. I have the legal experience. Come on, over 10 years. I've been in and out of court. I've won some cases. I've lost some cases. If any lawyer tells you I've never lost a case. Because from the laws, you will learn how to do it better. So when I wanted to start coaching, I felt it's not me that has the experts. That's why I used to pity people that are using ChatGPT for lawyer work. Because even as a lawyer, I asked ChatGPT some things. ChatGPT is repeating answers. I'm like, oh God, this is not what I'm asking you. That's because there is a limit. When I wanted to start coaching, I just started. I did webinar. Oh, webinar, wonderful. Oh yeah, come and buy the program. No. And I was like, I was even angry. I was wondering, what am I doing wrong? Until I started researching. And I discovered that to monetize your knowledge, to know how to be a coach, you have to be trained on how to be a coach. It is your knowledge. It is your expertise. It is my experience. But people, there's a way I need to communicate it. So I started taking courses, high-ticket courses, from coaches in and out of Nigeria before I could understand the coaching and knowledge industry. That's me, a lawyer that knows all the laws or presume to know all the laws and has all the experience. Then you now want to go into money lending. You don't think you should know about the industry? And the whole industry is always changing. There's a new FCCPC rule, regulation as of last year. I'm still going to talk about it, but not in this time. Maybe subsequently, I know within these 90 days, I will still talk about it. I will just paraphrase it because I'm teaching it in the bootcamp. Yeah, the industry is changing. Are you seeing what CBN is doing? Are you seeing what banks are doing these days? The industry is changing. The states are updating their regulations and their laws. So, I did bootcamp 2023. You did bootcamp 2023. This is 2026. And you see the regulations and everything that happened in 2023 is still happening now. No. You need industry knowledge. You need not just industry knowledge, you need to be trained. Not just to be trained, you need to belong to a community that keeps updating you so that you know what you're doing. And lastly, confusing business objectives and scope. I'm going to release, I think, is it tomorrow or next week? There's a video I'm going to release, but let me just talk about it. I've met some people inside that money lending company. They want to do real estate. They want to do e-commerce. Their wife wants to do beauty business. Oh, thank God. So I was saying that there are a lot of things that you will add in your business objective. By the time you now get to FCCPC, Because before you get your FCCPC permit, your NDPC and all of that, they will ask you to bring your CAC now. And they will look at your business objective. There's some things that you will put in your CAC. That means you will now go back and do what we call post-operation transaction to update your objective. Some of one money lending business company, you want to do real estate, you want to do food business, you want to do investment. Investment is still okay, depending on the type of investment. Your spouse wants to use it for steel business, wants to use it for furniture. One company. Forgetting that the finance industry is a tree with different branches, and money lending is a branch. There are other branches under the or in the finance company or under the finance tree that you could put, but not food business, not beauty business with money lending. How can you marry it together? You cannot mix unrelated businesses under your money lending company objective. You can put other finance services, but you also have to be careful on the type of finance services that you are putting in your business objective, because there is a way you will put your business objective, couch your business objective for your CAC registration. They will move your share capital from 20 million to 800 million, 500 million, 250 million because of what you are putting. So this is why I keep saying that. That's why when you go through our money lending eligibility assessment, you will tell us exactly what you want to do, the type of loan products you want to do, the kind of services you want to go into. We will now tell you exactly what you need. And that saves you a lot of time and resources. So, wrapping it up, top 5 costly legal mistakes money lenders make before they even start. Number 1, they lack legal clarity on compliance. They lack legal clarity on compliance. You basically skip legal clarity on compliance. You ignore share capital and company requirements, right? What the law requires of your company to have before you even try to say you want to process your lending license. Then a lot of money lenders, they don't do. I can bet you very few money lenders do a visibility study market survey about the type of loan products, the markets, the target audience that they want to go, they want to pursue. Number 4, overlooking industry knowledge. Overlooking industry knowledge. Somebody asked me when I was doing a client sign up for the MLEA, that is the money lending eligibility assessment, and we were doing it last month. And the client asked that, okay, are you saying before I even start, I should go and learn? I said, no, we can be doing your registration for you. But because the money lending eligibility assessment already gives you an insight. And we will give you a report where you can go through it again and again and, to further understand. So, that alone, the money lending eligibility assessment process gives you a good insight. While we are registering your business, you are in the bootcamp learning, because learning, you can't learn everything in a day, in a year, in 3-4 years. What you need to understand is the basics so that you can start properly. And both the basics, intermediary, advanced, you get it at the bootcamp. The bootcamp is 6 weeks, but we are most likely to increase it. We don't know yet, because there's a lot that is coming up in the money lending industry. So while we are registering your business, your money lending company, you are in the bootcamp, you're learning. You're already in our community. So you can drop questions that you don't understand. you can drop and we can explain. Except where you need to do a particular thing that is complex, that does not require general response, then you can now book for. You are in a community of experts, of lawyers that will help you at every point in time. There's no way you can be lost. There was somebody that saw something on Instagram about money lending, and the person just screenshot it to me and say, lawyer, madam, what do you think about this? And I said, okay, this and this and this. Or I would say, okay, give me a day, let me carry out more research, and then I will come back to you for an answer. You are not running the business on your own. There's a small e-guide that I wrote for startups, any type of startup. It's called Five Costly Legal Mistakes Startups Make and How to Prevent Them, I think. And in that book, I talked about belonging to a community. There are different communities, right? There are communities for different type of business. I am in this situation. I'm talking about belonging to a community that aligns with your type of business. Because if you are a money lender, tell me what you are doing in a real estate community. You will be doing three many things, or too many things at a time. Except if you want to run a real estate business, or you want to invest. That one is different. But if you have a lawyer already, person will tell you how to go about your investment. So even when you're belonging to a community, I'm not asking you to just belong to any community. You have to belong to a community that aligns with your business, so that you will be updated with different industry knowledge day in, day out, weekly. A lot of you are here, and I don't know whether you belong to my newsletter. I send new mails once a week, and you can be rest assured that the mail I'm sending you is something very, very important concerning your money lending business. Maybe something I saw in the news, or I went for a legal meeting and it came up, and I said, okay, let me update my client. So I will not say it in the public. I will update people that are in my newsletter. That is how you get industry knowledge, not just by attending the bootcamp, taking courses, coming to webinar. It's part of it. Belong to a community that is industry focused. You will gain more, you will do better, right? And I also said the last is confusing business objectives and scope. Some people don't know the difference between money lending and finance services. Money lending is a type of finance service, but finance services has different branches, has different children, and great children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, great grandchildren. And money lending is just one of the grandchildren, or great grandchildren, or great grandchildren. There are a lot. So if you don't understand this, you will go and put investment, loan app, this one in your objective. That somebody I saw somebody's business objective. I want to create a loan app. Is that a business objective? You must learn how to couch a business objective in line with the law that is legally centered. This one is to create loan app. To create loan app is just one of your products, which you don't necessarily need to say in your business objective. You could say, oh, to offer digital loan, which you don't even need to say, because once you have money lending in your business objective, money lending could be traditional or digital. So the last mistake is you don't understand the business objective, how to create or couch business objective legally, and you do not understand the scope of the money lending and finance industry. So these are the top 5 costly legal mistakes that a lot of money lenders make, that already has ended the business before they even start. So I don't know if you have questions. Please, if you have any question, you can drop in the comment section. I will be taking your question. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Please drop in the comment section. Let me know if you have any question. If not, we'll call it a day. This live session ought to be 10-15 minute max. I think we've spent close to 1 hour, and that's because the network has been back and forth. We did not start on time. All right. Any question? Who has question? Let me look at the comment section. Who has question? Any question? Is Mr. Victor still on this call? Mr. George? Who have you on this call? Because I'll be ending it soon. Do you have questions? And we're going to have a webinar this month, so more information will be put on my page, on my Instagram page. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do help me to grow my page. They took down my page. I'm on Instagram as The Precious Studio. Okay, do we have questions? It's just been back and forth. Okay, so if you don't have questions, we'll call it a day. If you want to start your money lending or skills, you want to register before you do anything, I would advise that you take our money lending eligibility assessments, right? If you want to register your money lending business, or you want to get a lending license, you want to even start, maybe you're not even ready for registration, you want to even know what is ahead of you. You want to know what the law expects of you. I'm going to be dropping the link in the comment section for our money lending eligibility assessment. Please click and register for the assessments. I can guarantee that it will save you a whole lot of headache, a whole lot of wasted resources, and every other thing in between. And it's most advisable that you start processing your money lending license even before the end of, at most, the second quarter of the year. All right, I'll see you guys next week, same time, hopefully same place. As for me, it's bye for now, and cheers to your profitable money lending business. Remember to stay proactive